Gather round, because Meghan Markle's latest attempt to sell the authentic lifestyle has spectacularly nosedived straight into parody territory. And this time, it's hard to tell if we're watching a lifestyle brand or an episode of a surreal comedy sketch. The scene? An Instagram post from her much-hyped lifestyle brand's official account, featuring what she proudly calls her morning garden haul. Sounds wholesome enough, right? But hold on to your compost bins, because this garden haul looks less like a proud harvest from the earth and more like a carefully curated Whole Foods display, fresh off the premium produce aisle. We're talking about a basket so pristine, it practically sparkles with unrealistic perfection. Lettuce so flawless you'd swear it was photoshopped, broccoli stalks standing tall and proud with zero blemishes, a solitary corn cob looking like it was plucked from a glossy magazine, a handful of scallions sliced so straight and neat they look like they were styled by a hairdresser, and a carrot bunch that's just about the most photogenic vegetable squad you've ever seen. The whole thing is giving serious stock photo vibes. No soil stains, no bent leaves, no sign of any actual dirt. Now, for those of us who've actually dipped our hands into the garden soil and haven't just Googled organic garden aesthetics, this image is pure fiction. Real garden hauls don't come gift-wrapped in perfection. They're muddy, messy, and gloriously chaotic. Pulling carrots usually means lugging half a pound of soil along with them. You don't wash your vegetables until they're headed straight to the stove or salad bowl. That's gardening 101, folks. But here we are, staring at Meghan's miracle veggies, polished and prepped like they just got a fresh blowout at the dry bar. And the absurdity doesn't stop there. Gardeners from every climate zone worldwide are collectively throwing their hands up and probably shouting into their compost heaps at the impossible mix she's proudly displaying. Corn in May? Broccoli and squash side by side? One single yellow squash standing alone? This isn't a genuine harvest, it's a produce playlist on shuffle. Seriously, when has anyone ever grown one stalk of corn? Where is this mythical micro-cornfield hidden? Because clearly her backyard must be a portal to Narnia, given that lone corn cob looks like it time-traveled all the way from a July harvest straight onto her Instagram. And then there are the scallions, standing at perfect attention, white and straight-cut like a freshly trimmed hedge. Spoiler alert. Scallions do not grow with such manicured precision unless you've secretly hired a gardener moonlighting as an onion stylist. The comments section quickly turned into a roast session, with users tearing apart the obvious fiction behind the whole setup. One user cleverly pointed out that Meghan was essentially asking us to believe she grew every vegetable from every season all at once, which, unless she's running a biodome farm on Mars, is pretty darn impossible. Another jabbed at the pristine cleanliness of the haul, saying even farmers' market produce doesn't come out looking this perfect. This is just Whole Foods in a basket, they said. And honestly, where's the lie? Of course, no garden post is complete without a cameo from the family pet, and Meghan's rescue pup Mia didn't disappoint, with her adorable nose deep in the veggies. Cute? Absolutely. Hygienic? Not so much. Are we really supposed to believe those veggies will make it to the dinner table after getting a thorough doggy taste test? The jury's out. But here's the real kicker. Why would Meghan post something like this on a lifestyle brand account that's supposed to be all about authenticity, cooking, and wellness? Where are the actual meals? Where's the cooking content? Up to this point, Meghan's brand has been heavy on curated photos of berries and flower arrangements, but light on any real food prep. Her idea of culinary content seems to revolve around deconstructed banana splits and Pinterest-worthy cookie thumbnails. There hasn't been a roast chicken, a pasta dish bubbling in a pan, or even a humble grilled cheese sandwich in sight. If Meghan wants people to genuinely buy into her lifestyle brand, maybe it's time to ditch the perfect props and show some real, messy, grounded work. Get those hands dirty, pull carrots from the earth, with some soil still clinging on for dear life. Film the cooking process and show us something edible being made and eaten. Otherwise, this whole garden haul is just another overproduced, underwhelming episode of Keeping Up with the Culinary Cosplay. Until then, we'll just assume the only thing growing in Meghan's garden is the towering pile of curated illusions, and that the real harvest is just a bunch of well-styled photos that tell a story far from reality.